everyone, welcome back to another video. Today, we're back with this, the Google Doc, simulations of these reality shows. Now, I did this with Survivor. I did a simulated a season called Survivor Saskatchewan Medallion of Power. Now we're going to be doing the Amazing Race Saskatchewan Season 1, and I have multiple of these. I really do. I'm working on another one right now that's literally going to take forever when I get around to we're running through that one for the YouTubes here. Yeah. However, this one's only 15 pages. So it shouldn't take as long, and there's a whole bunch of stuff and there's a bunch of new stuff in the newest one I'm working on. So yeah. Also, I need a video for this Wednesday. So here we go for the Wednesday you're seeing this. Also, I will say before we get started, I do have a cold, having a bit of a cough at the moment. So if you hear me cough, then you're just gonna have to deal with that. Kind of like that. Anyways, so let's start off here. So for the teams here, we have. So these are just some people in my personal life, but I just some of these names just came out with it. Anyways, we have Callie and Lucas, Linda and Jim, Bailey and Jan, Zane and Lexi, Bella and Brianne, Michael and Porter, Rylan and Hunter, Nick and Hayden, Nate and Braden, Zoe and Robin, Peter and Bronson, Jeremiah and Tyrell, Kara and Owen, and Cole and Thomas arrived in episode 6. We'll get to that. Kind of might remind you, if you've watched The Amazing Race Australia Season 5, might make you remember. It might remind you about the stowaway teams. I would kind of have that going on here, but it's a bit different. We'll get through that later. But let's start off. First off, we have episode 1. Then we have Kenora York. Those are the first, this first little line here is where the is the location. So Kenora, Saskatchewan to Yorkton, Saskatchewan. And so we have a yield vote. Rylan and Hunter were penalized 10 minutes. Then we have a fast forward. Linda and Jim were completed the challenge first and were sent straight to the pit stop. So this will have less stuff to run through than the Survivor. When I did the Survivor simulations on these Google Docs. But yeah. So then we have a roadblock intersection, face off, roadblock, detour. Then we have a blind triple U-turn. Peter and Bronson U-turned and Hunter, Rylan and Hunter, Zane and Lexi U-turn Robin and Zoe and Robin, and then Rylan and Hunter U-turn Kara and Owen. And then pit stop placement. Linda and Jim were the first team to check in and win as an express pass was set to be used by the end of episode 4, the 4th episode. Peter and Bronson were the second team to check in. Zane and Lexi, second team to check in. Bailey, name rating for Earth team to check in. Bailey and Shayna, 5th team to check in. Michael and Porter are the 6th team to check in. Nick and Hayden are the 7th team to check in. Bella and Brianne are the 8th team to check in. Jeremiah and Tyrell are the 9th team to check in. Callie and Lucas are the 10th team to check in. Rylan and Hunter are the 11th team to check in. Kara and Owen are the second last team to check in and are eliminated. Zoe and Robin are the last team to check in and are eliminated. The swapped episode 2, Yorkton to Melville. The swapped elimination challenge. And Kara and Owen are given the chance to get back in the race. Kara and Owen go head-to-head against Rylan and Hunter to try and swap placements with them. Rylan and Hunter won the challenge, and Kara and Owen were eliminated again. Detour, Express Pass board to express express passes are up for grabs at the board. The team that makes one takes one must put their picture in the slot beside the spot the express pass is attached to. Nate and Braden obtain the first express pass, while Rylan and Hunter obtain the second. Both express passes must be used before the end of the sixth leg. Roadblock. Linda and Jim use their express pass. Pit stop placement. Nate and Braden are the first team to check in and win a $20 each, and the salvage pass, which allows Nate and Braden to decide if the leg is non-elimination leg or the second place, or to give the second place team $10 each. They decided to give the second place team $10 each. So you may remember, like, the salvage pass is from Amazing Race Australia. I think they did it in season 1. They might have done it in other seasons as well. I can't really remember. Peter and Bronson are the second team to check it and win in $10 each. Bella, Brienne are third. Zane and Lexi fourth. Rylan and Hunter fifth. Nick Hayden sixth. Bailey and Sheena seventh. Michael Porter eighth. Callie and Lucas are ninth. Linda and Jim 10th. Jeremiah and Tyrell, last team to check in, are eliminated. Then episode 3, we have Mel to Ebenezer or Roadblock. Then we have Blind Triple One Way, which is the one ways in from the Amazing Race Canada. Zane and Lexi one way, Bella and Brienne. Isla and Hunter one way, Nick and Hayden. Bella and Brienne are one way, Jim and Linda and Jim. We go Detour, pit spot placements. Ron and Hunter are the first team to check in and win 20-minute timer, which can be used when they come across a 10-minute yield board, or the 20-minute timer can be swapped with the 10-minute timer, which will make the team yield it wait an extra 10 minutes. Zane and Lexi are second, Michael and Porter third, Peter and Bronson fourth, and Braden are fifth. Callie and Lucas sixth, Nick Hayden seventh, and Bailey and Shane at eighth, Bella and Brianne ninth. Linda and Jim are last team to check in and are eliminated. Episode 4, Ebenezer to Kamsack. 2 roadblocks in a row there. Then we have another one way, but this time it's not a blind, so it's double one way. Callie and Lucas one way, Peter and Bronson, Bella and Brianne one way, Zane and Lexi. Blind detour, Nate and Braden use their express pass. Pit stop placements. Peter and Bronson are the first team to check in and win a major decision. They must make it in the next leg. Rylan and Hunter, the second team to check in. Nate Braden are third team to check in. And Michael and Porter fourth. Braley and Shayna fifth. Bella and Brienne sixth. Nick Hayden seventh. Zane and Lexi eighth. Callie and Lucas are the last team to check in and are eliminated. Episode 5, Kamsack Norquay Twist. Peter and Bronson are given the chance to swap partners with the second or third place teams, and they decide not to swap partners. Roadblock. Rylan Hunter use their express pass. Yield. Rylan Hunter yield Peter and Bronson with their 20-minute timer. Detour. Double U-turn. Rylan Hunter U-turn Bell and Brianne. Peter and Bronson U-turn Bailey and Shayna. Pit stop placements. Rylan Hunter are the first team to check in. Win a major decision, they have to make it the next leg. Nate and Braden are the second team to check in. Peter Bronson third. Michael Porter fourth. Nick Hayden fifth. Zane Lexi sixth. Bailey and Shayna seventh. Belle and Brianna are the last team to check in and are eliminated. All right. Let's just continue. Next, like 6. Yeah. So this is the Norquay Crystal Lake Tadport. Those are locations for the leg. Then we have the Amber Alert Challenge. This is a new one. And that came out with this kind of challenge allows a brand new team to try and earn a spot in the race. Cole and Thomas are the new competitors. Ryland and Hunter must choose another team to face off against Thomas and Cole. Well, I realize I did spell Thomas. Okay, whatever. If Cole and Thomas win the challenge, they swap places with the team lost. Who lost. Ryland and Hunter choose Nick and Hayden face off against the new team. Nick and Hayden won the challenge. Colt and Thomas have been eliminated, and now because Nick and Hayden won the challenge, they want a portable fast forward which can be used at the start of any leg to bypass every challenge on a particular leg to go straight to the pit stop. They cannot use the portable fast forward on the leg they received it. It must be used before leg 10. And Nick and Hayden also want a U-turn nullifier which can be used to stop you from completing both sides of the detour. If U-turn double U-turn vote. Four of the teams vote to U-turn Zane and Lexi. 3 of the teams vote to U-turn Ryland and Hunter. Detour, face-off, roadblock, pit stop placements. Peter and Bronson are first and win an express pass, which must be used before the end of the 8th leg. They also want a major decision to make in the next leg of the race. Nick Hayden second, Michael Porter third, Bailey Shayna fourth, Nate Braden fifth, Ryland Hunter sixth. Zane and Lexi are the last team check in and eliminated. Ted, next location, Tad to Regina. Twist, Peter and Bronson must decide which 2 teams have to swap partners until further notice. They force Ryland and Hunter and to swap partners with Bailey and Shayna. The new teams are Nate Raiden, Peter Bronson, Michael and Porter. Those just stay the same, and they sitting with Nick and Hayden. But now Ryland and Shayna are partners. Hunter and Bailey are now partners. Portable fast forward. Nick and Hayden use their portable fast forward. Roadblock, face off, detour, pit stop placements. Nick and Hayden are the first team to check in and win $20. Peter and Bronson are the second team to check in. Ryland and Shayna, Hunter and Bailey are tied for 3rd place. It's kind of reminiscent of an episode in season 7, Amazing Race Canada. I believe Anthony and James did it. Oh, I think it was Arthur and Finesse. I think everyone else took a penalty. I don't know. Michael and Porter, 5th team to check in, and are the last team to check in. However, it's a non-elimination leg, which means they will have to complete a speed bump sometime in the next leg. Regina, episode 8, we have leg 8 rather. Regina, Rolo, Twist. The teams who swapped partners in the previous leg were reunited. A speed bump, triple U-turn. Peter and Bronson U-turn and Hayden. However, they use the U-turn nullifier. Porter and Michael U-turn Ryland and Hunter. Bailey and Shane U-turn Nate and Braden. Detour, Nick and Hayden took a 2-hour penalty for not completing the detour. Roadblock, Peter and Bronson used their express pass. Pit stop placement. Bailey, Shayna, and Michael Porter tied for first place and won $50 each. Cool. Peter and Bronson's third. Nate Braden fourth. Ryland Hunter 5th, I guess. And Nick and Hayden, the last team second, and are eliminated. Episode 9, Rolo, Cypress Hills, Interprovincial Park, and Maple Creek. Those are locations. Realistically, this should be switched around. Maple Creek should be in the Cypress Hills Park. Should be swapped around. Swapped elimination challenge. Nick and Hayden are given a chance to get back in the race. Nick and Hayden go head-to-head against Rylan and Hunter to try and swap placements with them. Rylan and Hunter won the challenge, and Nick and Hayden were eliminated again. Fast forward, Nate and Braden completed the fast forward challenge first, and were sent straight to the pit stop. Intersection, face off, roadblock, yield, Peter Bronson, yield Michael and Porter for 10 minutes, roadblock, blind double one way, Peter Bronson one way, Michael and Porter, or Rylan and Hunter one way, Peter and Bronson. However, it did not count because Peter and Bronson had already passed the one way board. Detour, her pit stop placement, Peter Bronson are first and won the salvage pass, which allows Peter and Bronson to decide if the leg's an elimination leg or get an extra head start in the next leg. They decided to get an extra head start in the next leg. Nate and Braden second, Bailey and Shayna third, Rylan Hunter fourth, Michael and Porter the last team check-in and are eliminated. Episode 10, Maple Creek to Dundurn. So all these locations are just around are all in Saskatchewan. So detour, intersection, roadblock, pit stop placements. Nate and Braden are the first team to check in and win a chance to issue a salvage or a sabotage to the two bottom placing teams. The salvage gives a team an advantage in the next challenge. The sabotage gives a team a disadvantage in the next leg. So this is kind of something out of Amazing Race Australia 5. Once again, Peter and Bronson are the second team check in. Rylan Hunter are the third team check in and are given the salvage. Bailey and Shayna are the last team check in. However, it's a non-elimination leg, which means they will have to complete a speed bump sometime during the next leg. And Bailey and Shayna are also given the sabotage. Dundurn, Saskatchewan. Salvage. Rylan Hunter have a personal driver for the leg. Sabotage. Bailey and Shayna have to wear sunglasses for the entire leg. So the personal driver thing is so fun. And because I remember, or someone had, like one team in Australia had got a personal driver as their salvage, and they ended up getting eliminated because they couldn't do the tasks. So, like the team who got the sabotage actually did better than them. I can't really remember how well they did. The team that got the sabotage, yeah. If a double one-way vote. 3 of the 4 teams voted to one-way Rylan Hunter. 1 of the 4 teams voted to one-way Nate and Braden. Detour yield. Peter and yield Rylan Hunter for 10 minutes. Roadblock, intersection, speed bump, face off, roadblock, detour, double U-turn, Peter Bronson, U-turn Rylan Hunter. Bailey and Shayna U-turn Peter and Bronson, however, it did not count because Peter and Bronson had already passed the U-turn board. Then I got route marker, and pit stop placements. Peter and Bronson are first team check-in and won $20 Dairy Queen gift card, one for each of them. Bailey and Shayna are the second team check-in, Nate and Braden are the third team check-in, and Rylan and Hunter are the last team to check-in and are eliminated. And then we have the finale, part 1, I guess. It's kind of a mega leg finale. Saskatoon, Tisdale, Priestville, mega leg part 1. Roadblock, yield, Peter Bronson yield, Bailey and Shayna for 10 minutes. Detour, pit stop placement. Nate and Braden are the first team to check in and win $50 each. Peter and Bronson are the second team to check in. Bailey and Shayna are the last team to check in. However, the leg is to be continued. Leg 13, episode 13, I guess. Priestville, Sturgis, Sandy Beach locations, mega leg finale part 2. Mega finale, yeah, that's what I call it. Okay, detour, roadblock, head-to-head elimination challenge. Bailey and Shayna lost the race and were eliminated. Roadblock, finish line placements. Peter and Bronson are the first team to check in and win $1,000 each. A new tablet, one for each of them. A trip to Honolulu and the Amazing Race Saskatchewan. Yay! And then Nate and Braden are the second team to check in. And then the race is over. And that's it. But I also do have a... Is it here? Yeah, I have a chart here that shows literally all the placements. So, we'll start from... So yeah, I'll just run through the placements here. So, Zoe and Robin 14th, Karen Owen 13th, Jeremiah Tyrell 12th, Linda and Jim or 11th, Callie and Lucas 10th, Bella and Brianna 9th, Cole Thomas are 8th, Zane and Lexi 7th, Nick and Hayden 6th, Michael and Porter 5th rather, and then Rylan Hunter 4th, Bailey and Shayna 3rd, Nate and Braden 2nd, and Peter and Bronson 1st. And there we go. You guys can pause it if you want to see what everyone got. Just a little bit of preview here. If highlighted are like if it's highlighted in blue, that means they came in last in a leg, but it was an elimination leg. Also, if it's red, that means the team was eliminated. Anything in yellow, it's like either Y, O, or U. That indicates that it was like one either U-turn, yield, or one way. And then the slashes are for legs that a team didn't compete in. So obviously in this case, Cole and Thomas didn't compete in any of the first 5 legs, and then they only came in for like 8. And it wasn't really a what I was gonna say. It's not really a stowaway team, really. Not really. But yeah. Yeah. And then so if there's a green F, that means it's a fast forward. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So in the future, I do have another one that's finished. So I might do that one for February. I do need an Amazing Race video for that month. But yeah, there we go. That is the video. Thank you for watching.